Hello, and welcome. We spend our whole lives searching for happiness. Sometimes we look for it in other people. Sometimes we look for it in things, a movie, music, a book, even success. And these things can make us happy for a little while. A movie you like can lift your mood, but that happiness fades. Being with the person you love can bring joy, but even that joy does not last forever. It is not that these things are bad, they simply cannot give you permanent happiness. Maybe the reason we cannot find lasting happiness is that we are searching in the wrong place. Happiness is not something we can take from the outside. It is not something we can receive from someone else or from something external. Happiness is always already with us, but often we are not aware of it. Think about it. When you read a scary book, the book itself is not scary. It is your awareness of the story that fears fear. When you love someone, love does not come from them. Love is inside you, and being with another person awakens it, like a spark. Happiness works the same way. You might have heard people say, happiness is a choice. But is it really? If you tell yourself, I am happy, all day, will you truly feel it? Life sometimes gives us challenges, pain, loss, failure. These challenges are lessons. You cannot force happiness over them. True happiness comes when you know yourself, your real self. Not the self defined by your thoughts, emotions, or the roles you play in life. The real self is consciousness. It is the awareness that experiences life, even the hard parts, and appreciates it all. You understand that the world is temporary, that events come and go, that nothing outside is permanent. You see that life is like a story, beautiful, intense, and sometimes painful. But it is only a story. You, the awareness, are the one observing it. Now, think about happiness again. You cannot find it outside, not because you need to look inside, but because there is no outside or inside. There is only you. Imagine for a moment that you are everything that exists. There is nothing beyond you. In that state, where could happiness be? There is no separate place to find it. You might think, I will find happiness if I change my thoughts or look inside myself, but even that is not enough. True happiness is not a mental trick or a feeling you generate. It comes from the realization of your true nature, the source that created life, the universe, and all beings. When you connect with this source, you don't need happiness anymore. You are beyond needing it. Happiness is not something to get, it is the recognition of what you already are. This is difficult to imagine because our minds are always searching. The mind wants more, wants better, wants control. But if you stop searching, if you stop chasing, if you stop thinking that happiness is something outside of you, something incredible happens. You start to see life as it is. You see the flow of events, the beauty in every moment, the perfection in imperfection. Notice your body for a moment. Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs. You do not need to make it happen, it simply happens. This is a small example of a bigger truth. Life flows through you effortlessly, whether you control it or not. The same is true for happiness. It does not need to be earned. It is not outside you. It is simply your true nature. Suffering comes when we resist life. We fight against what is. We cling to the past. We fear the future, and we try to fix ourselves to reach an ideal. But the truth is, you are already whole. You do not need to become better. You do not need to achieve, change, or fix anything to be complete. Your completeness is not dependent on circumstances, people, or accomplishments. Look at your name for a moment. Before anyone called you by it, before you even knew what it was, you existed. You were already here. Your name, your roles, your stories, they help others identify you, but they are not you. In the same way, everything you believe about yourself, your successes, your failures, your memories, these are not who you truly are. Lose them tomorrow, and you would still be here. The awareness, the presence, the life that observes all. When you realize this, you start to let go. You let go of the need to control, the need to grasp, the need to be happy. You let go of attachment to people, to outcomes, to your story. And in this letting go, a strange thing happens. You find freedom. True freedom is not getting what you want. True freedom is not needing what you do not have. True freedom is being at peace with what is. Even love works this way. When you love someone, love freely, without clinging, without fear. When you love without attachment, you realize that love is not something you get, it is something you are. You awaken to it, and it flows through you, regardless of what happens outside. The same is true for happiness. You do not chase it. You do not need it. You are already the source of it. You do not need to search for happiness, peace, or love. All of these are already present in the awareness that is you. Every thought, every feeling, every experience comes and goes, but the awareness that sees them remains untouched, whole, and complete. You are not missing anything. You are not seeking anything. You are already beyond needing anything at all. Rest in this knowing. Be the awareness itself. Let life flow without resistance, without grasping, without striving. In this simple recognition, all seeking ends, all fear fades, and a quiet, profound happiness is revealed. Not something to gain, not something to hold, but the natural truth of who you already are. Thank you for watching.